Hello. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Role Playing Guys. This is Spencer Hamilton here running the quick intro. As you know, this is the 6th episode in our Season 8 of our exploration of the game of Deadlands. In this episode, Doc comes back to life. The gang has to return to the cave to see if there are any more clues that they missed out on before they were so rudely interrupted by some nasty beasties. Anyway, as a reminder, we love hearing game suggestions from our listeners, and we love getting games from indie game developers. If you have a game that you have made or you want to hear a specific TTRPG in a podcast, please let us know. We'll do our best to put it on our ever-growing list of games to test and play. If you're looking to support indie game developers, we have some recommendations of games that we have already played. We encourage you to check out The Flying Circus, A Cool and Lonely Courage, Power Rangers Suited, and Elfin Folk. We have posted episodes of us playing through these games, and you can check those out to see if any of these games strike your fancy. You can find these games for purchase at DriveThruRPG or itch.io. As we continue our never-ending journey to review and discuss more games, we invite you to tell others about the show and rate and subscribe to the podcast yourself. If you have convinced somebody to check out the show, please let us know. We love to hear more stories about you tricking your friends into listening to this awesome podcast. We're so close to reaching 7,000 downloads, so we please really want you to, that sentence didn't make any sense, but we encourage you to talk to other people and download more episodes. Thank you so much to our patrons over on Patreon. Brad, you're Steven, and Sir Guy, you are the rubber gloves to our electric work. Without you, we'd be grabbing these live wires of different games, because this obviously makes a whole lot of sense, and I'm doing a great job explaining this. But thank you so much for being there for us. Additionally, please continue to listen to the experts about the global pandemic of COVID-19. This is a serious virus that is infecting a lot of people, and it seems like we finally get some good news with vaccine authorizations happening and rolling out through all these different countries, but we also get a lot of bad news about new variants of this virus. However, we can continue to do our best to reduce the spread of this by listening to the CDC and WHO, by washing our hands, wearing face masks, social distancing, and not touching our faces. With these easy tips, we can actually save lives. So that's all I have. Let's get to the episode.
Oh, also, guys, you know we can put cards up our hand and then we can cheat and do things out of action.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but I died, so it's all good.
But I mean, I don't think that would have really helped you all that much, if we're being honest, because the issue was the
plus the quickness of the monster was much faster.
The monster would still have the same number of actions. It would still act and everything, and it would still do its damage. So
yeah,
fun.
That kind of cheating
guys.
doesn't actually help us at all. Acting out of unless except for maybe the one occasion where you drop its hit points to 0 before it acts, but we didn't even get there. So
he's rough.
Anyway, it's
Okay, are we done talking now? I can go?
mm-hmm.
Okay, welcome everyone to our latest episode of Deadlands. My brain is fried today, so forgive any mistakes I make.
Woo!
Let's see, we've got Tyler playing...
I'm Doc. I'm dead.
And Spencer.
I am Drewseph Bird, the hero of this party, obviously saving everybody's life.
Good
those who deserve it and those, who come back.
Debatable.
That's fake news if I've ever heard it.
And Nick.
I'm Aaron Cox. I'm the American of this story. So you tell me who the real hero is based on that alone. I'm sorry.
Well, if it's World War II, you just wait until it's over and then
right in the middle.
I mean, back-to-back champs, right?
I realized how cynical people might take
back-to-back champs. Also, people who denied that Hitler was bad for 6 years of the war. There's that.
Well, I mean,
Well, I know
ahead of yourselves. I'm assuming this is the late 1800s, so.
Yeah.
Not my problem. Have you ever seen that Robot Chicken sketch where they have little Hitler?
Oh gosh, yeah, I have.
America, he has all the desks. America's like, not my problem. And then the Japanese kid comes and knocks over his shake. Like,
now it's my problem.
Now it's my problem.
Oh man. Anyway,
that sounds about right.
I love the hilarious irreverence of that skit. Anyway,
Nick, Nick, the things that you have seen never cease to shock me.
You're
Not
surprised that I
gonna
saw
lie,
that
like,
skit? I was shown it by a roommate in college. Like, I don't know what...
Little Hitler.
I don't know what, like... I guess I can see how you'd be surprised if I, like, sought it out myself initially, but I didn't. A roommate showed it to me. So
That makes more sense.
I used to like binge watch Robot Chicken because it's like so funny.
yeah. So it's not so much that I saw it. It's more like that I've spent a certain amount of time in my life around high school and college young men.
Heathens.
Hey,
Basically.
you two are among the college gentlemen.
I am a heathen.
Anyway,
All my friends are heathens.
but that was like the latter half of my college years, which was when it was fun. Anyway,
now that song
that's
is
it.
going to be stuck in my head, Tyler.
You're
Thanks.
welcome.
See, I did not put that phrase to that tune. I put it to Mamma Mia.
Wait, what? Oh,
I'm a heathen. Here we go again.
I did not even think of that. All right,
that's
let's
where
do
my
that
mind
sweet recap.
Yes, Nick, if you'd like
Now
to
that we've been
take
going
us-
for a long time.
Yeah, we just keep rambling on, don't we? We just like hanging out. Maybe this is evidence that we need to like set up some sort of live stream or something. Anyway,
Oh no,
I don't think anybody would be.
no one would watch that.
we would, and that's
I
what
wouldn't
matters,
even
right?
We have
watch that.
we have like
I'm joking.
12 people that listen to it like on and off. So
Right? Yeah, I know. Yeah.
all of it's
Anyway.
like Brad on his multiple accounts and Jules on multiple accounts. It's like
Anyway, and Jared apparently, right? Because Jared just got caught up.
and Don.
Anyway, yes. Last time in episode, so we're now in episode 6. In episode 5, last time, we were trying to finish up our fight against this monster, which we kept going back and forth between werewolf and chupacabra and chupa werewolfabra something. And Drewseph had like fled. Doc was down, and Aaron just kept shooting and trying, and Aaron was on his last bit of wind. And he had a few shots left before he had to reload.
The American
And
way.
And the American way. I've become some. Aaron has kind of become like the
Captain America of the group now.
the weird stupid version of hick Captain America. I don't know, whatever, of like Western Captain America. Sorry, whatever. However you would say it. Anyway, the point is, we were kind of getting our trash handed to us until finally the sheriff and their deputy came storming in with Drewseph behind, and they were able to finish off the beast.
We
And-
don't know the order that Drewseph came.
Honey, what was the order that they wrote in?
What? Oh.
Did
When
Drewseph
the
even
sheriff
come?
and, when the sheriff and
Drewseph
their
in the
posse
front.
arrived.
They
Drewseph
would have
in
just...
the front.
I mean, it depends on when you saw them coming, because they would have just ridden right by you without stopping. And
True.
I'm pretty sure the sheriff got there first, because she
Yeah, I
shot the
remember.
thing that was going to take you down.
Yeah, I was
But
dead.
see, this is all hearsay, and we don't know
And
this for
Drewseph,
sure.
Drewseph was riding his ass, so
I didn't know Joseph had a donkey. Wow, that's stooping pretty low there, as opposed to a majestic war horse or something. Anyway, but yeah, so the day was saved by the local sheriff and everything, and but however by this time Doc had died, and so we all went back to the town.
Oh,
We had a nice funeral. What?
y'all each get a red chip, by the way.
Cool.
Yes.
For what?
Taking down the things.
Oh, as a reward for taking down the monster. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes,
Excellent.
of course. I deserve the red chip.
I don't think Drewseph gets any.
I
Did he
Drewseph
do anything
gets a
in the
white
combat?
chip.
Did he do
Blue
anything
chip.
in the
I think
combat?
Drewseph gets a blue chip, if anything.
I think
Anyway-
he
You
should
can
get
have a
a
white chip.
negative blue chip.
Anyway, the moving on. So a nice little, I think a small service was held or something for Doc, and then towards the end we had a wait.
No, we didn't even have a service for him.
No, we all went
we
to
were
bed.
tired. We were going to have one. That's right. Yeah, we needed to rest up before we could have a proper service and find out what our next step would be. Around this time is or a little before was when Aaron and Drewseph had their shall we say little verbal kerfuffle, if you will, about a difference of opinions on who was a traitor, who was the hero, and who was all that stuff and whatever. I won't say who was right, who was wrong. I'll let the audience decide. But
we all know who was right.
Yeah, we all do know who was
the
right.
werewolf. It was just living.
So as fun as all of that was, like as legitimately fun as all of that was, my favorite part was at the very end when there's a knock at the door and Aaron just kind of like stumbles to the door and whatever. He opens the door and there is Doc. And Doc's words to Aaron were,
"Where's that yellow-bellied bastard?"
And we ended, and oh man, that was great.
It was good.
To live there.
Okay, we're picking up from there.
We're picking
So
up.
get
from
ready
there.
for another hour of
time out.
arguments.
Don't we get another chip? Because at the beginning of every session, you draw a chip.
You get more than
All right.
that. You get like 3 chips.
Rebecca, would you mind drawing for me? Because I think I don't trust Nick right now.
Nick draws real bad.
You got a blue and 2 whites.
What?
Don't you just get 1 chip?
No, dude, we go through this every week. You get like 5. You get like 3 chips.
Oh.
So Spencer, you got a blue and 2 whites.
Well, I only have 2 spots left. You can have max of 10. So I had 8, and now...
I'm guessing you're taking a blue and a white.
Nope, 2 whites.
Well,
Really?
No, of course
Yeah,
I'm taking
you get to draw 3 fake chips.
Can you pass me my pile?
Do I have any chippies?
I mean, this is all of the piles.
Chippies, please.
Did I write mine down? Yes, I did. I had 4 white, 1 red, 1 blue.
Well, technically,
Can we
since
get-
your werewolf dies, you actually have 0 now. So, rough.
Anyway,
You
I'm gonna
actually
draw
have to
mine
give
for
them
you.
to us.
His face was like...
2 whites and a red.
Is that for me, Nick, or is that for you?
No, that was for me.
Alright. Rebecca, can
It
you draw
actually
for
gets
me?
It actually brings me up to 10. Funny enough.
Oh, that's fun. I have 0 chips.
Okay, so yeah, I'll draw for you, Tyler.
Thank you. I mucho
All right.
appreciate.
So, Tyler, you get a red chip and a white chip
Red, white, and blue?
and a white chip.
Dang it.
But yeah, I believe that concludes the recap.
Yeah, so you bang on the door, they open it up, and you say your line.
Where's that
and
yellow
go.
bellet? Yeah. And Aaron just kind of like stares at Doc and says, and like it. The funny thing is, like, he registers like who the person in front of him is referring to before he realizes it's a Doc, and so he's like, "Oh yeah, the yellow belly's over there."
He's gonna kind of push you aside, and he's gonna
Hey,
go
who-
into the
Who
room,
in tarnation are you?
and he's gonna go into the room with Drewseph.
I am, as I said at the end of the last episode, under my sheet. And I have sheet my pants.
Drewseph, you coward! Where are you?
Well, of course, I am indisposed. I am not able to speak at the moment, but if you leave a message, I am sure, then I will do my best to get the message to Drewseph.
I open the door where you are and see you in your little bed with the sheets over.
Or you see a big person-sized lump on the top bunk. Underneath the sheets at the top bunk.
I'm gonna pull him down onto the floor.
I'm gonna try and not let him.
This is gonna be like 2 wussies doing this because I don't have any strength, so this will be fun.
I assume this would be a quickness to avoid being wrangled.
I guess we could do that if you want.
There is
I don't-
also strength as well. So if he grabs you, then it would be a matter of
What does the marshal say? Quickness or
Yeah.
strength or what?
Isn't there a grabbing thing?
It's like,
That's specific. Grabbing.
Let me see. So
or-
there's throwing. There's let's see. No, that's gambling.
I'd say strength, honestly.
oh.
Would I be able to try and dodge and use quickness
yeah,
and
you can try
instead
and
of strength?
dodge.
Okay.
So, are we doing quickness then? Is that what we're deciding?
I might argue for nimbleness more for what Drewseph's trying to
let's
do. Because you have dodge and
dodge
fight.
is nimbleness. Let's do nimbleness for both of you.
Dodge, dip, duck, and dive.
Nimbleness. Ooh, that's even better. Thank
Nimbleness.
And,
What do you mean? That is your dodge.
Well, dodge is under nimbleness. Nimbleness is
Yeah.
the attribute, and dodge is the.
Yeah, but like.
so are we using nimbleness or are we using dodge? I assume
You're
I would
gonna
probably
try
use
and
dodge, right?
Dodge.
Drewseph is trying
Okay.
to dodge.
We'll give you the fighting check.
Oh, freak yeah, I'll
So
take
dodge
that.
versus fighting.
Okay, and I'm gonna use a white
Unless
chip
you'd rather
to.
try and do your what?
I'll use a white chip also.
No, I'll use a red chip.
I'm going to use
That's
a red chip also.
what- Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just going to roll.
Oh my god.
What'd you
Oh
get?
no.
2-1-1.
Ooh, I got a 5.
So I get to add.
You got another dice, don't you?
Oh, I got an 8 on my extra die,
Ooh, wow. I meant maybe.
and a 7 on that. So
What is
that would be a total of 17.
I'm gonna have to use my red chip to catch up to you. No, I don't want to use it. I don't think I'll be able to get higher than that. So I can't catch you. I will pull out my gun and probably shoot you.
All right. So when you're,
I'm gonna
let's describe a little bit of
Drewseph.
this. So
stop running.
We-
Face the consequences. You turned yeller, and you left us, and I'm dead now. I don't know how I'm back, but I'm dead.
The fact of the matter is, I did not technically leave you to abandon you for death. I actually
Aaron is
went and
walking
got.
back up now at this point. By the way, like, yeah, you left, and now there's a ghost that apparently we both can see, and it's haunting you though, and not me. So that's great.
Friend, we already went over this. I apologized and you accepted my apology, and I also confessed my admiration for you. And you came to my side, as a matter of fact, and believed my story.
Dude, now I see someone.
but
this
to go
My
back to
pure
the-
it's went
hatred
back, and so now I'm back on
has
against
fueled
your side
my
because
life.
That makes sense.
I'm leaning up like against the wall as far as I can away from you, and saying, the fact of the matter is, I actually brought reinforcements, and had it not been for me, we would have lost another companion, and then I would be haunted by 2 ghosts, and that would be absolutely dreadful. I remember the last time that happened in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, but that's a whole nother story to get
So
into.
you
that we
abandoned
do not
another
have
group
time
of people?
for. Not exactly.
Why are you in this business?
And I pull out my wallet, and I open it, and it goes, my friend, I'm short on cash, and this is the only way to be able to make it. And this is, as you well know, an honest day's work.
Aaron, what happened after I died?
What happened? Well, I tried to shoot the monster. I thought we almost got it. So I was almost down and out for the count. I was running. I was getting close to having to reload. Then all of a sudden, the sheriff and her deputy started storming in, and they destroyed the beast. And then behind them came Drewseph as well. So and then they're taken care of. We took your body over to the town, and Drewseph and I had a bit of a chat as well. And yeah, now we're here. You didn't miss much, really, except for, of course, the Calgary arriving.
Except leaving.
A bit too late. Oh yeah, he left, sure, yeah, but then the Calgary arrived before he came back for some reason.
All right. Well, Drewseph, you did come back, and that's the only thing staying my hand right now.
Well, and if we want to get technical, it's the only thing staying your finger. But nonetheless, I still accept it, as I prefer not to be fingered or blasted at this moment.
I will say, though, if you turn yeller one more time, and he puts his thumb against his neck and runs it across, and I'll make sure you stay dead, unlike myself.
Actually, I have a question about that.
I don't know.
What happened to you?
I don't...
Yes,
it's
this is
registering to
rather
Aaron now that
suspect.
this
The
is
fact of the matter
dark.
is, we let a stranger into our home, and I'm not sure that this is even Doc. How can you establish and prove the fact that you, in fact, are Doc Thornton?
I'm going to do my magic that you saw me do multiple times. I'll pull out these flaming deck of cards that I've been conjuring. Do you know anybody else that does this?
Well, I knew a man in Atlanta who was quite similar, but...
We are far, far away from Atlanta. Are we not?
Well, we are in Arizona.
That's true. I remember that if a person is in one city, they are physically incapable of leaving the city limits. It is absolutely...
Don't be smart with me, Drewseph.
No. I'm not trying to be smart or outsmart you. Clearly, that is not possible. But the fact of the matter is...
Come on, now.
You may not be the person that you say you are.
I pull out my social security card and my birth certificate and show it to him.
which he apparently had in his coat pocket.
I brought it with me just because we were employed, so I had to bring it to prove that I was who I was, and for payroll. So
for payroll and to be able to have your
prove my
withholding
citizenship
taxes.
too. So
it's legal for you to work in the U.S.
I filled out my W-2 also, so I'm all set.
At this point, Deputy Cole's gonna come out from this side area where he was. What in tarnation's going on out here? Oh, hey Doc. Huh? Guess you're one of the lucky ones.
Apparently, I had too much. I had too much anger and hatred to die.
Sometimes people who die don't stay dead.
Really?
Would you care explaining a little bit about this?
No,
this seems quite...
Spending all my time,
It's especially common to see in them what's trying to channel the power, the weird stuff.
The Manitos.
But sometimes when you die, if certain spirits are in the area or by your body, there's a fight for control. And if they like you, I guess, I don't really know what their qualifications are for getting people, but if you win, you get to come back, and if they win, they get your body. You're trapped in there for the rest of, I don't know.
So, are you saying that this might not be Doc? He might have lost.
Doc for now, but it doesn't necessarily... he's got to keep fighting that spirit inside of him.
I'm hearing voices in my head. They're telling me to...
You heard many voices in your head before,
They're telling me to kill Drewseph.
There was one miner that came through here, and he had one of them manto things in his head, and something happened, and he lost it. And it was not pretty. Let's just say there used to be a few more families around here.
I don't know if I should be alive. This sounds spoopy. Well, hey, since we still are on the job, we killed the monster, but did we find the missing agents in the cave or anything like that? I was kind of dead.
We kind of booked it after that. We might need to go back to the cave to investigate, unless the deputy has some more information for us. But that's
if you ever go to bed, we can always go back in the morning. Make sure we cleared them out good.
I thought it was the next.
You see, I was attempting to go to bed,
I
Deputy.
thought it was night. You guys were having this whole argument at night, weren't you?
I think it was like right in the morning,
sure.
We're going to
early
bed.
morning.
Oh yeah.
This is like super early morning.
This was late night. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well, if I ever get to finish my shut-eye, maybe I'd be happy to go back with y'all, but...
Dearest Deputy Cole, I do agree with you. I do have a few contacts, if you're curious, about getting caffeine from the beautiful plant of coffee bean, and I would be happy to supply you with that, if that would help perk you up and get you ready for the morning.
Nah. Well, we gotta wait for the sheriff, regardless.
I don't think our deputy wants any peyote, voodoo, and lying magic. I'm going back to bed.
I said coffee!
Yeah, that's what I said, peyote. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm going back to bed. And Aaron just kind of like plops back down on the lower bunk.
Now, Doc, do you need rest?
Honestly,
this is quite foreign. I'm not sure that I understand the nature of what you are, and to be honest, it fascinates me.
It is pretty interesting. I'm reading up on it right now. Yeah, I don't know if I will. I guess I would go to sleep because I don't really know much about my kind of harrowed lifestyle now. But I know, like, going to sleep is, like, real bad.
Going to sleep is bad?
Yeah, because basically, like, you go to sleep and the spirit, like, tries to, like, kind of possess your body, basically, while you're asleep.
Huh.
So, we have to make a opposed spirit check with the spirit, and then if he wins...
Honestly, you're probably feeling pretty refreshed.
I have no idea.
Why are you messing with my hair?
Because
stop it. No, like you just came back, so you're.
I already had the best sleep of my life.
You came back from what should have been an eternal slumber.
It felt great, and then I came back, kind of sucked. So I'll stay up.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I feel comfortable sleeping.
I'm literally just going to sit in a chair to stare at you.
Well, if you're just staring at me, why don't we play a few hands of gambling game, whatever it is.
Right. If you want, I'll definitely gamble with you.
Let's play a few rounds of gambling.
I love gambling game. It's probably my personal favorite.
Everybody loves a good game of gambling game.
All right, you ready? I'm going to roll my gambling check versus yours.
Just
I know
highest wins, I guess.
I know there's specific rules about gambling. So I assume that we just want to play a few single hands, and I wasn't planning on actually betting, so I don't think it really matters the money. But if you want to bet, I have money to burn. I'm not sure how useful it is to a dead man, but we are in the game of dead lands.
So, I mean, it is kind of my land, isn't it?
It kind of is your land, isn't it?
So I got a 12. I don't know what you got.
Oh, wait. No, are we betting? How much are we putting up?
I'll put $1 in. I'll throw $1.
I'll put 5 in there.
Oh, you want to put $5?
Yeah,
right,
$5.
Let's do it. Can you get above a 12?
Where is my gambling check? Where is that? Smarts. Okay. I got a 9. So, so the way that it's done is for a single hand, they first decide the stakes, then each character involved makes a 5 fair gambling check. Every success and raise lets the gambler get a card from the deck. When everyone has their hands, each player flips over the highest. The players with the lowest cards put their stake in the pot, and the winner gets the pot. I think we may need to reshuffle the deck. So, since I got a 9, I got 1 success, so I get 1 card. And then you get 2 cards.
All right.
So I think it's the sum versus the sum is what it sounds like. Every success and raise lets the gambler draw a card from the deck. When everyone has their hands, each player flips over their highest, and the players with the lowest cards put their stakes in the pot.
Okay.
Or I guess it's essentially like a game of war, but the chances of winning go up as you have more successes. I got a 9.
Oh, I got an 8.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay. I understand that now.
All right. So Papa just won $5.
Cool. That's actually pretty quick.
So in summary, to play a single hand, the players decide on how much they're going to bet, and then they do a TN5 gambling check. If you pass that 5, then you get 1 card. If you get a raise or 5 above that 5 or get a 10, then you get a second card. So for every raise you get an additional card. So Tyler drew 2 cards since he got a 12. I drew 1 card since I got a 9. I drew a 9. He drew an 8 and a 2. So because I had the highest card, I won, and he had to put in his money, and I got the pot. Super simple.
Hey, you want to play another version of this?
Well, I'm not sure that if you wouldn't mind explaining your version of gambling game, I'm not sure that I want to play if it's the Soviet version of this
Whoever loses chops their finger off. How about that?
As tempting as that is, and
I've already lost enough money. I lost enough money tonight.
Okay, Jigsaw.
I'm gonna go to bed after playing a few hands with you, and then we can start up the next day.
He's going to bed. Doesn't that mean something?
Does that mean something?
He'll take care of it.
You said something about how there's a conflict during.
Don't worry. We're already handling this.
We'll take care of it.
Oh yeah, Rebecca's texting like crazy. I have no idea what she's sending to Tyler.
Secret stuff. All right. Well, sweet.
So, and that was the moment, Doc. As we're playing games, I'm going to regale him with stories. And as we were crossing the Atlantic Ocean to make our way to the Americas, I fell in love with the captain's daughter. And mind you, she was a fair young lass, but at that moment I had no equity or money to my name, and I was incapable of actually putting down enough to demonstrate to the wealthy captain that I would be a viable partner to be able to take care of her sweet girl. And I with that, it was insufficient, and my heart was broken on that day. It was
I have to agree.
Tragic, but that does explain the jaded past that I have, does it not? It makes me seem more relatable and like a human, and forgiven for the fact that I was abandoned, so to speak, at the proverbial altar of the shores of Ellis Island, and I abandoned you in the cave, only to come back and try and redeem myself with the cavalry.
Well, I have to say I agree with the captain that he made a smart choice not giving his daughter to you, but I am happy you did decide to at least come back.
But that is the reason that I am doing this job, to marry Marianne, to go back east and find her.
Okay, so it hits morning, the deputy gets up, sheriff's up.
Let's stop here before we start talking about green lights across the bay or something.
We're having so much character building here, and you just killed
Great
it.
Gatsby, okay.
Well, yeah, you were like, I want to go back and marry her, and so...
That's the
we're
plot
just gonna
of the
throw a
Great
huge
Gatsby.
party.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
So, deputy wakes up, sheriff comes over.
Did I convince Doc of my story, of my tragic past?
No, not at all. He doesn't believe like a word that comes out of your mouth. Like,
I am very persuasive.
Yeah, he just...
Make a roll.
Make a roll. I'm character choice. I do not trust anything.
Not you. I'm taking your character and their stance and feelings about Drewseph into account.
Oh, perfect.
And making it a challenge.
It would have to be like an amazing roll, basically. Somehow.
Well, I did get a 10.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Remind me what the ranks are for rolls.
So there's...
Difficulty 3, 5, 7, 9, 11
the challenges
are the standard. And a 9 is considered hard. 11 is considered incredible. So I was just below incredible, but I was
actually making it...
It was incredible.
I had 11.
My goodness. Why didn't you use a chip, Spencer?
You have 9 other of them, so
I do. I should have used a blue chip and convinced you.
That's good.
He's feeling very skeptical and very against, like, he's disinclined to believe anything that comes out of your mouth right now.
I was close, though.
At least in this current situation, until you prove yourself
you were really
otherwise.
close.
We'll see what other stories I can make up and bullcrap and convince you.
If it wasn't for your tale about getting help that kind of threw him off, like, you probably would have made it. But he's just like, whatever.
Drewseph putting his foot in his mouth yet again.
Anyway,
That's how I lost Penelope.
so Sheriff comes over. Sheriff knocks on the building you all are in. You boys up yet?
Calgary. Yeah, I'm up.
Yeah, Sheriff, we'll be out in a minute. Oh, guess what? Doc's back. I mean, I hesitate to use the word alive, but he's back. Oh, well. I mean, as long as he stays sane, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Yeah, almost wanted to kill Drewseph last night, but you don't know the whole story, so.
Oh, that's a completely. I mean, you say that as if as if that were insane.
Well, I do. I would consider it quite an insane thing, and not somebody who is in their right mind to do.
You're back. Yeah, you. Yeah, you got. What are them smart newspaper people call
intelligence.
You got base.
He's got the gift of gab.
You're. No,
well,
no.
Y'all get
Bice. You got Bice. Bice.
Well, y'all get out here and grab something to eat so we can go check out the caves again.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind, I do prefer my eggs over easy, and I'll also have a couple of sausage as well as
over hard,
hash brown and a nice cup of coffee. I like it black.
Drewseph wants some hash yellows, not hash browns. No hash browns in this house.
Please, I will pay you. I have $5.
You said you had no money last night.
Well, talk to Doc about that.
You'll get what's there and you'll be happy to have it.
Yeah, I will be.
Now,
Aaron,
come
what
on,
is it?
boys.
What is it? What is it? Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Yeah,
yummy.
what is it?
I mean, you're on a ranch, so you got like your base. You got porridge, eggs, bacon, you got a pretty good spread.
Yes.
Are the eggs over easy as I requested?
Nope, they are hard boiled.
They're scrambled, unfortunately.
Nice.
The lowest form of avian creature product that you can have.
Now I know you ain't a cultured individual. Scrambled eggs
with some cheese on it.
I will pass. Hard pass.
Eat up, boys. Come on.
Aaron eats up.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat up too.
Gotta get going.
I suppose this toast and sausage will do.
Deputy Cole, I'm sending you back to town to make sure things are
We
still
love
good there.
Deputy Cole. He's a crowd favorite.
Oh, would you rather him go with you and I can go back? I gotta warn
No,
you.
it's fine. Drewseph
And perhaps I should go back with Deputy Cole to make sure that the town is safe.
No, you're coming with us.
Yep. That's what Karen would say. Yeah, we're not.
What, going to an unknown location where we don't know what has happened?
We're going back to the cave, you idiot. We know that place.
We've already been to the cave.
And you're going in there with your dang lantern first.
Yeah, you dang lantern.
Unfortunately, I used all my kerosene when I went in to retrieve the body. If anybody has any kerosene while we're at this farm, I would love some kerosene.
Deputy Cole,
cure
Sheriff
this.
Beck
I can cure this scene real quick.
And her oil, she's got the stuff. So after y'all eat, you head back out.
Yeah, we head back out.
And so you get back there, and so you're at the caves.
We're at the cave. Cool.
And
Aaron,
so Sheriff she'll lead the way in. And where did the body? Is the body still?
No,
in
the
cave?
body is right here.
Of the monster.
No, the other body. No, outside. Tyler, did you leave the body in the caves?
What? But like the werewolf
Pretty sure
bodies?
you did.
Yes.
No, you clearly don't remember that. When you went into the cave, you saw a more humanoid corpse.
Oh, that's right. I don't think we moved that.
I'm pretty sure it's still in the cave, so that's what we're going
Yes.
with. So, she starts leading the way back in, and then you come across a decomposing corpse, and the sheriff looks at it and is like, oh dear, it looks like they got... So that's what happened to poor Fletcher.
Fletcher, is that a first name or a surname?
Nathan Fletcher, he's one of the ranch
Nathan
hands.
Fletcher.
It's the second one they've lost. gonna be
let's pull up that total wreckage populace list.
Well, quite tragic that we lost another companion out here in the cave. They might be able to convince Doc to stay around and work for them because, well, he's always looking to put his hands to use, and as somebody who is now undead, he might be able to put a thriving workforce together. Somebody that does not get tired or weary.
So he's actually one of the, he's on the missing list.
Oh,
he's on the missing list. Okay, so we know he's donesies.
Yeah, if someone wants to cross it.
No, manual labor's not my thing. I'm more of a con man.
And then Aaron just kind of like looks like at the word con man. Aaron just kind of like raises his eyebrows and looks at Drewseph briefly and looks back at Doc.
Yeah, you're catching on. You're catching on, Aaron.
I keep my gaze locked on the sheriff.
Well, can we? Are there any other rooms in the cave that we can explore, or is this kind of just it?
Yeah. So if we were to keep going deeper, I think if we were to go deeper, we'd get to where we confronted the mother of the pack, right?
Yeah. So.
But could we go deeper than that, unless there's something of note here?
You can keep going. Yeah, it goes deeper.
All right, Aaron, Drewseph, lead the way.
You're the one with the lantern, you lead.
Well, we also have somebody who cannot die again with us. Why don't we put him out front?
Nah, this is you proving yourself.
You've proven yourself a stalwart warrior for the cause. So put your steps where your mouth is, boy.
I do not see the need for me to go first.
You have the lantern, and you surely won't part with it. We're not going to bring someone forward blind.
Lantern. This is not mine.
I shove him forward.
Again, I do not have the lantern. That doesn't accomplish anything. I still do not have it.
I guess it is the sheriff,
So
ahead?
she's leading the
All right,
way.
if he wants to do it.
Well, sheriff will
That
lead
was
the way.
already established, guys.
I didn't hear that.
I'm so sorry. I was so fixed on all this,
Okay,
whatever.
you come to the path's forks. One
Left and
seems
right.
more straight, one seems a little more twisty.
Well, let's split the party. I'll go with the sheriff with the lantern, and you two can go the other way.
Sounds good to me.
I'll go with the sheriff. You go with Doc over here, because, Doc is a powerhouse now. He can't die. And the sheriff here is a powerhouse, so, one of each of us. No, you know what I'm saying?
What if we just pick one and go down it together?
I prefer splitting the party, if we must be honest.
Great, you can go that way.
You would want to do that. No, we're sticking together. And how about the straight and narrow? Not that Drewseph would know anything about that.
I do feel like I am being attacked, and quite unwarranted, if I might add.
He probably wants to go in that twisty spiral.
I'm going this way. Y'all figure it out.
Sheriff, I do
following you.
admire your commitment to the craft of enforcing the law, and I do think that your opinion here speaks volumes, as you are the law, even if we are outside the bounds.
She starts walking down the straight way.
Yeah, Aaron is following.
I'm following as well.
I'm behind him.
You walk for a bit and you start hearing this, what sounds like water.
Oh dear God, there's
And
drooling.
you-
Glad I brought my gold pants.
Water.
There's like a waterfall in the cave. The cave ends in a waterfall to a pool.
Fancy smancy. I'm gonna drink that water because I can just drink it and not die.
Is this where
So
it
have fun,
ends?
guys.
Yeah, no, it ends in this chamber.
Okay, so I guess we'll look around and see if there's anything of note, anything out of the ordinary, or if it's just
Not
a
really. It looks like maybe this is where they got their water.
Is there a
there
secret
something
door
behind
behind
the
the
waterfall?
waterfall? Heck yeah, I'm doing that.
Check.
Yeah, Aaron.
Go for it,
you're
Aaron.
doing
Do it,
Okay, cool.
Aaron.
All right, Aaron will
Pan that
press
water.
forward.
Aaron, be
I'm-
careful. It is
I'm
quite
used to
slippery
rivers.
down there, as
I-
this is water and you're in mud.
The pool's fairly
I-
deep. It gets pretty deep, so you'd have to swim.
You have to do a swim check.
I've handled rivers before. I've been panning for
You have
gold
to do
for
a
years. Been up in my ankles and knees in water and mud. I know what I'm doing.
Hopefully you got a
Do you
good
know how
swim
to swim?
score. Which probably don't.
If you don't have at least a 1,
I don't have anything in
swimming in this game is really rough.
Frick, I don't have anything in swimming.
Here, can I just walk underwater?
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean
I'm just gonna pull
style.
a Pirates of the Caribbean and just like walk under the waterfall because I can.
Sure. Yeah, we'll give it to you.
So with swimming, it says in the book, few frontiersmen can swim. Those who can't usually sink like stones, just like trying to take their annual bath. See the water hole. See your local water hole or chapter 4 to find out about drowning. A character's pace while swimming is equal to their score, their level.
So basically, actually, before you go under, Sheriff Beck picks up a rock and hucks it across, and it hits a back wall behind the waterfall like pretty instantly after it goes under it.
Well, that's a good way to find out there's none there.
I suggest that you do not go over there, because I fear that you might get stuck in the undercurrent that waterfall has at the bottom of it.
So maybe I should just shove you down there, huh?
Why are we trying to kill me?
Let's go back and check the other way.
Let's go. Come on, Aaron. Come on, Drewseph. No running away this time.
Alright.
So if you go down the more twisty path, it gets narrower and narrower until it's basically like, it's like a sliver, essentially.
Doc, is this the way that you came? I'm not sure that we know exactly where you were when you discovered the mother.
No, I don't think I ever got this deep.
You passed the area where he
we're way past that, brother. This is
Why are you calling me brother when you want to kill me?
Because my middle name's Kane.
So it looks like possibly a very, like, not even like the full-grown chupacabras could fit through this. Let alone drag something through it. So it's pretty much
dead
that.
And
like, maybe a mouse could go through, but you don't really know how far it goes.
Alright, so it seems to us that it's not worth investigating more.
Fair assessment.
I'm gonna use my search skill just to see if there's anything in this area, like tracks. Maybe one of the creatures came back this way, or maybe there's scratches on the wall to show like somebody tried to run away this way being chased or something. I just want to search around and see if I can find anything that looks out of place in the dead end of a cave. I got a 5.
It looks pretty normal.
Okay, I thought I'd check. Thought I'd look around and see if I couldn't see anything else.
take a little peek.
No, you're good. There's not really much to see, so.
Well, no one else is looking around. I suppose it is time to go.
Scrutinize.
There doesn't seem to be anything else up
I got a
north,
4, so I don't see nothing either.
Okay, so yeah, y'all head back out. Again, passing the area where they kind of had their nest. Their
Was
den.
Nathan the only recognizable figure that we saw through the cave? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know where else to look, guys.
Well, what exactly was our
Down the
purpose
twisty
for coming
path then?
back here?
Well,
That was the question and the reason that I want to go back with Deputy Cole, because the fact of the matter is we still haven't necessarily solved this case, as optimistic as we are, that we only lost one of ours and gained the safety of the village, the safety of the town.
Is there nothing to
The twisty path just keeps getting narrower and narrower until it's too small for you to go through.
We just want.
Oh, that's what you're talking about with the...
I think what we
I thought
wanted to do,
Okay.
Drewseph, was just to verify if there was any more chambers.
Actually, I have one final avenue we can explore. I have with me a pickaxe. Now,
You want to cave us in here?
I'm willing to do a little bit of prospecting, not a lot, but if there is some sort of like small rock blockade or something like that at the end of this twisty tunnel, then I'll know with this pickaxe. I'll dig a little bit and...
Okay. So where it keeps getting narrower.
Yeah, like at the end. Like he's going to try...
So where you can't reach through anymore? Because it's too narrow? Think of a slot canyon that just keeps getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Actually does go to a slot canyon. I was imagining...
It's essentially a slot canyon. That
for some reason I was imagining some sort of like funnel or something instead.
Well, that is quite the offer that you have provided us, but I do not think that you should dull your beautiful pickaxe on such a textbook slot canyon as this is.
Alright, well, in that case...
Perhaps you should use mine if you're interested in doing that.
I'm not sure.
Here. And I pull out my pickaxe.
Well, if he can't reach it, he's not going to do it. Like, if the tool is not as useful as in the situations I thought it would be. So Aaron just kind of like, puts his pickaxe back when he realizes how much of a slot canyon it is. And he said, well, we kind of don't really have anywhere else to look now,
Well, we should go to the Kenyons. Their farmhouse. Their girl, Carol, her family disappeared, but she returned to the town as we were leaving. And that was quite a curious instance as well, because she heard interesting noises and was deterred from returning from her trip to the watering hole in order to provide the agua necessary to, the hydration necessary to go on their hike for the berries. That is an option. We could go back to town and verify the fact that nobody else has gone missing or is dead, as we have spent a night with the law enforcement out here with us.
It's true.
Am I the only one keeping track of things, or am I completely useless? Oh, goodness gracious, it's a bad thing that you wanted to kill me now, isn't it? Throw me into the water, they say.
Still thinking about it.
Throw me into the waterfall.
Still thinking about it.
Of course, you wouldn't have any interest in solving this case anymore, considering you are one.
I am a case. I am. Maybe I'm the one that's killing everybody, and I just don't even know it.
None of your conspiracy theories.
None of your conspiracy.
I won't take it.
I mean, that sounds like a solid next step, because I feel like we've explored this hilly valley area. We talked with everyone at the ranch, and we explored the crime scene. We've talked with the doctor. We talked with the guy who saw it. So I'm just like, I guess that's the only thing we can really do now. So I'm down with that. I'd get my horse and ride into town with you guys.
Yeah.
Are we going back to the town, or are we going back to the canyons?
Well, we're already in the canyons right now.
The canyons are on the
No,
other
we're
side,
in the
like,
canyon, not
through
in the
town.
canyons.
The Kenyon's farm is on the other side.
They said
of town,
canyons.
So let's go to the town first. If there's anything unusual there, we'll check it out. But other than that, we'll go straight.
We stayed with the
canyons.
Flint. No, we stayed at the Meads, right?
Yes.
Or no, not the Meads. We stayed at the Blakely.
Wait, no, the Kenyons own the tavern. You're thinking of Blakely's Ranch. You're thinking of the Stanton farm. Or Stroud farm.
Quite right. So the Stantons are Carol's family, and where we stayed...
Carol Stroud. Carol's in the Stroud family. So there's two farming families. The Strouds, Carol came back, and the Stantons.
Where we stayed.
Then there's the Blakeleys own the ranch where you stayed.
And the Meads are the shop owners.
The Kenyons own the inn in town. Well, not the inn. They own, like, the tavern blacksmith in town.
I thought the Flints owned the blacksmith because I stole the tools.
Oh, maybe that was the Flints.
All right.
Anyway. I put out what everyone does.
I'm reading that right now.
In
That's
the
what I'm looking at.
lists.
So
if you go to the missing list, the two farm families are... Oh, the Hales and the Strouds. Where did the Stantons come from?
we stayed with the Hales, or Blakeleys. We stayed with the Blakeleys.
Oh, that's the other farm. Yes, you stayed with the Blakeleys.
Okay.
Stay on the ranch, the Blakely Ranch.
So we could go to the. We could go
At Live,
to
there are 3 farming families.
Carol's family's farm
for Christmas,
the Strouds.
And then next year we'll go with.
Oh, no, man. I am not going to the Strouds for Christmas. If there's one family that messes it up, it is them. I am telling you. They are terrible.
Uncle Stroud always talks about, politics and his conspiracy
He also
theories.
talks about his STDs at dinner.
He's a little
and
drunk.
I'm not dealing with that. That is incredibly uncomfortable.
Dessert is always like hard fruitcake or something. Like, it's like not just like not even worth
I don't
staying
care
after
how
that.
much rum. I don't care how much rum you put in that thing. There is no eating Auntie Stroud's fruitcake.
I do not want to hear about the swelling down there. Just leave me alone. That's what gets me the most upset, I think, because it's like
Okay,
I
anyway.
actually enjoy the fruitcake. I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty decent to me, but it's not appetizing to hear that with the conversation. To eat
While
that with the
eating it.
conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
I agree.
I think
rough.
that's what is actually the bad part of it. It's the context in which the cake is partaken of that makes it.
Because then your mind starts thinking of textures and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, that is not what you want.
Speaking of textures, like I could not eat real life school pasta after we read how to eat fried worms.
Oh, true.
I cannot eat pudding or Jell-O. I can't, and it's texture.
Cottage cheese is a texture
those
thing.
Fun packs,
I want it.
Those fun packs.
I can't do it.
Ugh.
Anyway, so y'all go. So are you going?
We're going
straight
to town?
So
Yeah, we're going to town.
so
We're
here's
going to town
Yeah.
first, and if there's anything weird, we'll check that out. But otherwise, then we'll go see the family.
Yeah.
Fear not,
Okay,
I have
so-
returned.
You get into town, and Deputy Cole comes running up and is like, "Sheriff back! Sheriff back!"
Oh, is he a coward too for running for reinforcements? Careful, they'll try to drown you.
Sheriff Beck, you gotta, I don't know what to do. You never told me how to deal with this. Well, calm down, Cole, and tell me what's wrong. Well,
Somebody clogged the toilet.
well,
Flood the
Carol
outhouse.
and they were taking a walk, and then sorry, one moment, I gotta catch my breath. Okay, breathe, Cole, breathe.
That's okay. That's me walking up
Okay,
steps.
can you talk now? Okay, so Carol Stroud was taking the Kenyon kids for a walk. Just round out back, like not far, basically in town. And then Stan Flynn and one of them Mead boys came and grabbed her. Took her.
Ooh, dang.
And when I when I heard the kerfuffle, I went over to see what was going on, and I saw him, and one of them shot at me, and they hit me in the arm. And you notice he's holding his arm, and like bloody towel to his arm, essentially. And they shot me.
Why didn't anyone notice this?
Well, did you shoot him back?
His job as an officer is not to kill, it's to enforce the law.
No, it's kind of just to shoot bad guys.
I didn't have a chance. I didn't know they were going to shoot at me. But after, I mean, oh come on, surely you've been shot.
Did you
before.
tase him?
I mean,
Did you apply pepper spray?
I don't understand what you're saying. Anyway, but they took Carol.
You know where they went?
I thought they was dead, and they came back and they took Carol. All right, well, calm down, Cole, stay calm, breathe with me.
That's quite right, Cole.
Why is this
Well
this
done.
guy in law enforcement?
Okay. He's very green. Like he is basically in training.
He's
to
gonna
be the
die
next deputy,
before
but
he
is
finishes
very
training.
And also, like, who else is
That's
there out
true.
here, right?
that too.
I don't know.
Anyway, so he's like, okay, so what do we do? Well, did you see which way they went? Well, one of the others who came out, I think the doc was the next one to make it over to where we were, and he said that they were heading off back towards the Strouds. Alright, Cole. Well, you go see Doc, get that shoulder taken care of, and we'll grab a couple more and head out towards the Strouds to see if we can't catch them. When did this happen? Like, I don't know, 10 minutes ago maybe?
Just missed him.
It's almost as though this was scripted. This timing is horrendous. And Strahd, am I saying that right? As in the curse of
Stroud. Stroud.
Ah, of course.
Thinking of a different dimension.
Well, actually, to be fair, if they said Stroud, it'd be Stroud. So
the
there's really
Strouds
not that much
all
difference.
went missing.
Except for Carol.
Except for the girl, yeah.
And then Carol just got nagged.
Yeah, by two people who were thought to be dead.
Interesting.
Two of the other missing.
Okay.
So it was Stanley Flynn and James Mead.
The blacksmith.
And
who grabbed her.
Deputy, has anyone else gone missing in the 24 hours that we were absent?
No, everyone else is still fine.
Well, sounds like we need to ride on over.
They tried. It looked like they were gonna go for the. It looked like they were gonna go for the Kenyan kids who were with Carol, but when I came and yelled at them, they decided to book it instead.
As though they were going to take all of them instead of just the one.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that is quite dreadful.
So,
should we ask around and investigate in the town, or do we want to go directly to the Straws?
I think just go.
Might want. I mean, this seems pretty cut and dry to me. I think we should go straight to the source at this point.
Well, do we want to get anything fill up while we're in town? I don't think that when we went into the Chupacabra, Doc knows all too well that we went in quite brazenly and hastily and without forethought.
I might need a new shirt.
Well, as far as Aaron goes, like, he's got all the ammunition he needs and the tools he needs and everything. If we need to buy food and water and stuff, we can just do that. But I can't think of anything else that we need really.
Perhaps if I have to spell everything out, does this town have any dynamite or TNT that we could purchase?
You want to blow up a house?
That might be a good way to. Well, if we know that this is a dreadful place, the best thing that we could do is blow it to Kingdom Come. I think if we would have just shut the cave instead of going in there.
We might have a bit left. Let me check. But as she goes, but let me grab Hank, and then I'll go check. I'll check what we've got left.
I'm not going to lie, I don't have any experience with this, and will probably blow us up if I were the one in charge. I do think that we should have somebody else in charge, perhaps the person who has been panning for gold his life, because, as we all know, the stereotype goes that a prospector loves dynamite and nitroglycerine.
He's dynamite!
Well, see, here's the thing. I considered getting dynamite.
And Cox is dynamite.
That's his middle name. Aaron Dynamite Cox.
But he did. Well, he didn't buy dynamite to go out here. It's not part of the equipment.
The sheriff is able to scrounge up.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask next.
Dynamite.
Aaron never had dynamite on him. His prospecting is panning for gold at the river.
Yeah.
We'll say they're able to pull about 5.
Ooh,
5 sticks of dynamite?
Yeah.
There we go.
Again, I have no idea how this works.
She comes back with the tavern keeper.
Aaron will hold on to them.
That's a good idea.
And meanwhile, you see the Doug Mead, who runs the mercantile. He grabs a horse and starts booking it out of town to
the Strahds?
No, he's heading more. So, I hate directions, by the way. If you assume the Strouds are to the east, and the Blakeleys are to the west,
yes,
he's heading north.
Stop that man!
No, it's fine. I sent him out to I sent him out to check on the Stantons and see if we could possibly grab one of either Lloyd or his boy to come and help us.
Well, if this is what it needs to be, I suppose then this is what it needs to be. And let us all go forth.
Alright, everyone ready?
Yep.
But at the same time, I do think we have to consider the fact that when law enforcement was not left here the last time, a child was taken. Do we want to leave the town unguarded again?
Everyone else is gonna hole up at the docks. So they'll all be inside together.
That's a good idea. There you go. You're safe. They're all together in one place.
I would not mind volunteering my firearm, and I try and pull it out of my holster, to defend them.
No, you probably kill them, so you're pretty good at doing that, so you should probably go with us.
We need every able-bodied person who can to come with us.
Exactly.
The doctor and Dr. Savage and Deputy Cole are staying because Deputy Cole's injured and Doc needs to tend him. And the Reverend doesn't believe in violence, so he's staying, and that should be at least enough to protect whoever's left.
Oh, leave the pacifist, and leave the gimp, and leave the man too old to do anything else. This sounds like a wonderful defense that we have.
And at this point, Leah Kenyon comes out and she says, "Don't count us out yet."
I never meant to count out the women or the children.
Arm them! Rise up!
If you'd like, I have this. And I pull out my knife. I'm not sure that this will do much. I don't know if it's even sharp.
We've got plenty of guns. We'll be fine. Now go try and save that girl before it's too late.
Yeah, we're just wasting a lot of time.
Aaron's been ready this whole time, so yeah.
I do not think that we're wasting too much time. Again, we went in there very unprepared.
What other preparation do you think we need to have?
I'm curious.
Like, Aaron feels like ready, and like as a player, I'm just like I've got everything set. I've got all the equipment. The rifle is reloaded, and
do we have a blueprint of the home to know exactly how large it is and the structure?
We learn the entry points so that we can breach multiple locations to eliminate the hostiles.
Thank you, Doc. I feel like I was talking to a group of baboons until you spoke up.
Let's go, boys. No time to waste.
I feel like this is the GM saying, you guys are ready, let's go.
Well, plus, like, they probably don't have blueprint structures of these houses because they're very
That's what I was also thinking. Because these houses would have been constructed just like in the wilderness. A bunch of people just come by and you just like say, yeah, put that there and put
that looks
there.
about right.
Yeah, that'll be
I like
good.
that, yep.
Yeah.
That's why they have 3 front doors, half of these houses.
Nice.
So you're all ready to ride out and check out the Strouds.
Yep.
All right, there you go.
So it's the 3 of you, Sheriff Beck, Hank Kenyon, all on your horses, riding hard, out of town in a cloud of dust.
Nice.
Hey, it's your best friend, Emily. I'm just letting you know that this is an intervention.
Why?
Because you're not listening to the best podcasts out there.
Well, what should I be listening to? I need the bad podcasts. Where would I even go to find good ones?
Necropodicon.com. I can take you there.
Okay.
We can go together.
Wow. Let's do it. I have no plans because all I do is listen to podcasts.
Necropodicon. Hard to pronounce, easy to listen.
I'm having a marvelous day.
Dun, da, 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 da.